What does it take to go from being a crack dealer on the mean streets to become a global hip-hop icon and multi-millionaire business mogul? You're about to hear one of the most incredible rags-to-riches stories of our time. The life of 50 Cent reads like a gritty urban novel, full of tragedy, violence, crime, and ultimately an against-all-odds rise to superstardom. Can you even fathom overcoming the darkness and adversity he faced to reach such dizzying heights of fame and fortune? Let's dive into it. Childhood and early struggles. 50 Cent's early life was marked by adversity. His mother, Sabrina, was just 15 years old when she gave birth to him, and he never knew his father. Raised primarily by his grandparents, his mother's absence was a constant source of pain. Tragedy struck when he was just 8 years old, as his mother was found dead, a victim of drug-related violence. The death of his mother, the only one left in his life, was a traumatic experience, and young Curtis found comfort in the streets by following in his mother's footsteps and dealing in drugs. At the age of 12, he was a professional hustler capable of selling crack cocaine in Southside Jamaica, Queens, which is the toughest part of the city. Where on earth does a 4-year-old find the strength to cope with the brutality of a merciless existence? Hustling and embracing music. His life, however, took an unexpected turn when he came across Jam Master Jay, one of the members of the famous rap group Run DMC. Jam Master Jay, a renowned record executive, believed in 50 Cent's raw talent, which he was able to bring into public consciousness by signing him under his label. Making 50 Cent as a metaphor for change, he started his journey as a hip-hop student, learning every concept from his teacher. Nevertheless, the process was becoming more impatient and the opinions clashed. In a gutsy move, 50 Cent marched into executives' offices, shouting that he was the man to make it a success. Not worried about it, 50 Cent decided to take the situation to his own hands and released a tape he called mixtapes. The stories that he was telling in his music and the distinctive style of his voice, a result of the shot that nearly killed him, caught the attention of the audience, and the record labels were fighting to sign him. Does it sound impossible to you that coming back from this blow required so much strength of character and resilience? In 2002, 50 Cent's fortune changed when Eminem and Dr. Dre agreed to sign him to Shady Records. This partnership was just the right fit, as Eminem and Dre were fans of 50 Cent's uncompromising nature, lending him an opportunity to present his raw, unrestricted talents to the whole world. Rise to stardom. Then, the next year came, and 50 Cent unveiled his first album, Get Rich or Die Trying, which took the world by storm. The power of his uncut words, together with the horrifying story of a 9-bullet shooting survivor, was the spark that drew audiences from all corners of the planet. His album's success shot him to stardom, and he emerged as a cult hero and crossed all hip-hop borders, touching the listeners from all social circles. However, his quest for success was unquenchable. He started his own label, G-Unit Records, to foster and promote new talent and consolidate his entrepreneurship. He went into business venturing, landing up clever deals with the companies like Reebok and Vitamin Water. Feuds and controversies. Nevertheless, 50 Cent's way to the top was not without its fair amount of fights and scandals. His verbal attack on fellow characters like J. Rule and The Game gave rise to the long-standing beefs, which later developed into real-life fights and diss tracks. His cocky gesture and the courage of facing his opponents directly made him loved and hated by the community of rap. While some wondered if his future success might make him lose his authenticity, there were those who appreciated his genuine and totally different way, which was indeed very pleasant for a change, if compared to the manufactured personas which were so common in the music industry. Do you guys ever realize what real guts and courage Felix Pickman had to stand up to the strongest companies in the world and stay true to himself? But he still couldn't care less, seeing this controversy fuel, and thus keeping his energy high for more artistic moves. His talent for making an industry controversy and how he inspired in the subject of criticism made a conducive factor for his career success and finally made him an outstanding, important artist in the hip-hop genre. Beyond all the suffering and sorrow that makes many people give up on their dreams, 50 Cent stands above the rest to show him that he, along with anyone else, can succeed if they just work hard and always believe in themselves. How many of us are able to claim this proudly, having got over such tough times he made it through to become successful? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. See you soon. Until then, bye.